Hi, I'm Hazel, and today I'm going to be talking about Veiled Argunite in patch 7.3. We're going to go over what it is, what it's for, and how you're going to go about farming it. Veiled Argunite is the latest step on a beautiful journey of patch and expansion-specific currencies, which harkens back to the old days of Apexis crystals and warlords, and of course everybody's favorite little purple thingy, the Nethershard. You can think of this as sort of an updated version of Nethershards. It kind of serves to devalue the old Nethershards, and basically supposed to make you not feel so bad about missing the invasion going on in High Mountain while you're off flitting around in Argus, without actually removing those broken shore invasions. Your old Nethershards will not convert into Argunite, and there's nothing new to buy with them, and there never will be, so you don't need to farm them anymore. You don't need to stock them up. You can spend them on Army of Legion Fall Rep rewards, you can go buy gear to try and proc yourself some legendaries, you can try for a triple Titan Forge trinket that you're never gonna get. Basically, you don't have to sit on Nethershards anymore because they are being replaced with Argunite. So, what is Veiled Argunite for? Well, everybody's favorite rock-pedaling Ethereal has made it on board the Vindicar, which is the ship that we're going to be hanging out on in 7.3. He's going to sell you item level 910 Relinquished Gear, which is just like the Relinquished Gear we had before, except we've gone up 30 item levels. You can target specific relic types rather than just rolling the dice on what sort of relic you're going to get, and no, actually the gear is still named Relinquished. It's odd that they would change the name of the currency and add a whole new one, but they're still gonna call the tokens Relinquished. That's a little bit strange. Anyways, on the Vindicar, go down the main stairs of the ship and then hang a right, and you're gonna find him hanging out there with Relinquished Gear to sell for you. Now, you're gonna notice that there is no Baleful Gear. There is a new type of Baleful Gear, which is called Unsullied Gear, so that one can get a new name, but not Relinquished Gear, apparently. Unsullied Gear is going to be blue quality and item level 880, but instead of buying it off a vendor, you're going to be able to pick up pieces from weekly quests, as well as finding them as occasional loot drops on rare mobs and chests and the final bosses of invasion points and stuff like that. But there is no way to trade your Veiled Argunite for Unsullied Gear. In fact, the only thing that you can get with it is that 910 Relinquished Gear. That is it. That is the only thing. There are no toys, there are no pets, there are no rep rewards, that you can't do the Unsullied Gear, you can't buy a new hat, there's nothing. I mean, I guess you can buy a new hat if you want it to be an item level 910 hat. But basically, once your character has reached item level 910, your only purpose for Argunite is going to be buying more tokens to try for those really juicy Titan Forges, or now that you can target relic types, it now makes a lot more sense to spam buy relics of a type that you need to try and roll one with the trait that you want. At first, I was kind of disappointed that that is all you can buy with your new currency, but as I thought about it, I kind of like that there's no guilt there. You can try for Titan Forges and you can try and fill out your gear set without feeling like, oh, should I be saving up for a toy that I'm never going to use? You know, I'm like 82 toys away from that mount, you know, any day now. It's a real moral dilemma that's been taken out of my future, so I don't feel so bad about that. So, how do you farm Argunite? Well, you're going to get a bunch of it right off the bat as you do the Argus campaign, because there's a number of one-time campaign quests that will give you pretty hefty little windfalls of Argunite. So if you're going into patch 7.3 and your item level is significantly lower than 910, it's not going to be too rough for you to get caught up, because you're going to get lots of Argunite and you can buy gear in the slots that you need. Once you've done those campaign quests, you're going to find weekly quests that you can do that will also give you big chunks of Argunite. The weekly quests involve things like collecting a quest item off of rare mobs and chests and invasion bosses, and then there's another one that has you collect Argus Waystones from the final boss of Legion invasion points. Once you've done your campaign quests and your weekly quests, it's time for world quests. There are plenty of world quests to do across each of the 3 Argus zones, and here and there, you're going to find a world quest with a Veiled Argunite reward. So if you're in farm mode, just keep an eye out for those and make sure that you do any that are going to give you extra. Once you've quested your little adventurer feed off, the next thing to do is make sure that you're keeping up with the Legion invasion points. Killing the final boss in a Legion invasion point not only gives you progress towards both weekly quests, but the bosses themselves drop Veiled Argunite, so this is a very healthy source of it. Other places you can find it include treasure chests hidden around Argus, as well as killing rare elite mobs that you're going to find. Finally, the Boon of the Steadfast is a shoulder enchant that you can purchase from the Argussian Reach Quartermaster once you've reached Revered reputation, and that will allow you to enchant your shoulders to sometimes find clusters of Argunite, just in case you didn't have enough Argunite by the time you reach Revered with the Argussian Reach. And from what I've seen so far, that is pretty much it. I really wish they had added at least one cosmetic reward for Argunite. Like, you remember for Apexis crystals in Tanan Jungle, we had that big, flappy, super cool dark green bird mount available for like a lot of Apexis crystals, and people looked at the cost and they were like, there's no way, I'm not farming that many. But later in the patch, when you just got them by default and you'd already gotten all the gear you needed, it made a lot of sense, and it was kind of a nice consolation and prize of, here, you've been playing this game for a while, have a bird. With so many mounts being added in patch 7.3, I do kind of wish they'd kept at least one of them to be added for Veiled Argunite, but like I said earlier, having only Relinquished Gear as an option for your Argunite makes it guilt-free to keep buying the same thing in hopes of a Titan Forge, so there's two sides of every coin. So that's Veiled Argunite. Thank you so much for watching, let me know what you think. Please consider leaving a like if you liked it, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!